Welcome back to episode 40 of the walkthrough. Finally ready to start the Altus Plateau proper, as we have knocked out Mount Galmir now in completion. Before we do anything else, though, we do need to hop on over to the Earth Tree Gazing Hill, as we have to give Millicent her sword arm. So, now that we did the Shaded Castle, we can go report back to Millicent, give her her sword arm, go talk to Garank, turn in some death root to him.
Now she's past.
Tighten up some loose ends here, guys.
Giving me this arm. Thank you. I am in your debt. I think it might be possible for me to wield this. It might be possible, perhaps then.
Okay. So she should be able to go here rest. She should be gone. Or she may be waiting until we beat the boss at the next spot before she moves over there.
If the arms, it might be possible, perhaps then I can aid you in battle.
So why is
If
she
the
not?
arm serves, it might be possible, perhaps.
Okay. And I'm not seeing the sword arm. We did give it to her, right? We must have given it to her. Okay. I'll go holla at your rank. You know, he's already had to get spanked down once. No, I'm just playing. We already gave him enough to make him attack us, so let's go get more some incantations.
This I shall defeat.
Stone of Grank and Beast Claw. Now, a few more, we'll be able to get quite a few badass things from him. So, now, like I stated, we'll start from Altus Plateau, side of Grace. Here, we get on over to the main road. Like I said, we're just going to stay to the right. Might as well just go behind here, drop down, and work our way around. Like I said, we want to do this whole, we're just going to get this bottom section. And that's just, you know, when it comes to Altus Plateau, that's how you got to do it, guys. We section it out, right? So we hit this section. And like I said, we'll hit a camp in here that you already seen, like where all the ballistas and shit or catapults were. There's gonna be like another camp here, and we'll go back, hit a tunnel, so like that'll be a portion of it. Then we'll take the main road. Now we've already did the Second Church of America and Yura's quest line, got his Nakakiba, got the Sacred Tear for the Blaspher Moog, so we already did that off that side road. So actually we don't even have to do that still. It'll be this section, the camps, the tunnel. Then honestly all we gotta do is hop up top, do this stuff. Then right in here, that's gonna wrap up pretty much Altus Plateau, because there's a bunch packed up in here, but I kind of like wrapped this up with the Phantom Wall, as this is all on top of a hill here. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a different episode. But as far as this episode, and next we'll be doing just this bottom part here. We will, you know, obviously get started on Corin, talk to him, get started on his quest, really just, you know, lead us over here. Clear all this stuff up and the stuff around the trees here, bring back us over to the Bridge of Inequity, and just, you know, kind of do the top part and the very bottom part. The next episode we'll do like the wooded area and anything left in the little outskirts before we do, you know, the Phantom Wall. But I just, you know, kind of want to let you guys know how this is playing out, and more importantly, why it's playing out that way. And that's just because the easiest way to keep track of everything here, to make sure you're not missing anything, is to actually do it and, you know, section it out. So that's why. So from the side of the deck to slip, you just kind of take this down. We'll do our Evergel. How do we want to do this? I'm thinking There's a thing. Yeah, the Evertail's at the bottom. So actually, no, I was wrong. We're gonna do the Evertail, and then there's a tunnel that leads through where we can knock out the camp. Then we can go up here, hit this side, then loop around and hit this side. I forgot. This actually doesn't lead all the way through. As you see, there's a cliff side there. You do need a You do need a stone sword key for this. And this is worth it, man. This is actually a super damaging talisman here. If you have an Ash of War, like Dark Moon Greatsword, that you can charge up. Like, once you buff it, you charge up that attack with R2, right? So that's going to get like 15, 20% increased damage. I think it's 15. Oh, it could even be 30. I don't really remember. So this fight is Godric the Grafted again. Besides, it's actually Godfroy. Same moveset for the most part. He does have one or two other things he'll do, and he'll switch up his patterns a bit, but it's pretty much the same. Just treat it as such. He's got a lot of health. Watch your timing. Oh, I missed that one, but yeah. Just try to really watch your timing. Yeah, see, he's got quite a bit of health. It's not a hard fight, though. I guess it can be if you're not prepared for it, really. You don't have upgraded weapons, or you're not comfortable with this moveset. There you go. And hell, we barely even got hit. That gets you Godfrey's icon. So as I stated with Godfrey's icon, that is going to boost charged spells and skills. So now we got that. Let's go on up and check out our camp. So the way we're going to do this, when we take out this camp, guys, we want to go, we don't want to get in the bottom of the camp. We're going to have all those catapults and ballistas and all that shit firing at us. And there's, you know, a handful of guys up here for sure. But we're going to try to go up and go to the right first. So we're getting behind here. There's another really decent talisman up here I like as well. This one is going to enhance your guarding ability, meaning it's going to take more to break your shield. You know what I mean? To break your stamina on your shield. So it's going to help you guard, meaning you take more attacks before your shield gets broken. So for certain fights like Millennia doing waterfowl dance and stuff like that, you'll be able to tank through it without having your shield broke and get staggered and critical attacks and all that crazy shit. Let's go through here and slap everybody one good time. Like I said, I hope you're in the mood for a power trip, because that's exactly what's going to be going on here. Alright, y'all. You need to learn your fucking place, brother. I'm just playing. Excuse my language off. But, you know, they do. I mean, they really do need to learn their place. Alright. So you kind of just want to break this down, you know, like one little camp at a time. There's multiple camps, like, kind of next to each other, you know. Okay, tough guy. Take him out. I hope all my newer players out there that did follow along with the suggested build, I hope you guys are having fun with it, and I hope it has made the game more easy. Because I'll tell you what, my first time I really struggled. I couldn't. I don't know, I was going through different builds and I didn't really even understand how the stats worked, and I was having a lot of trouble until I really found this one. So I just really hope it's working for other people well too. It just makes me think of it, because it's like, you know, using our shield and getting our attacks off, just the raw power of it and the healing, it feels really good, you know what I mean? It feels really good to use, and I hope you guys are getting that same experience from it as all. It is a lot of fun. Get your sacrificial twig. I don't think we've used any of these yet. Don't even say how many we have. No, we should have a few. 1, 2, 3. That's all we picked up the whole game. 1 in Limgrave, 1 in the Ernie, and 1 in Altus. I swore there was more than that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we did use one because we should have got one from Arena's father as well. I probably forgot to get that one in the Ernia. We'll fit that in somewhere. We'll probably just go grab it real quick when we got the camp cleared. But yeah, just go through, guys. Work all your tents. And then, you know, after you feel like you got all these cleared out, we can go to the bottom. Just remember, you got your guys on your catapults too. So that's going to be the lower one. We have nothing else to the right. Yeah, so we're about to get towards all the catapult type stuff now. Alright, there's going to be, I want to say there's 3 or 4. Well, there's 2. There's the 3rd one. I just can never remember if there's a 4th. There's probably just 3 though. Where's it? Sometimes you'll kind of see these guys just sitting around. So we already got him. Okay, so now we're good to go pop our chest. We're going to have 2 chests. One's just going to be a big, you know, regular ass colossal sword. Looks like that big ass magic one we got from the troll in the Ernia. But it doesn't have anything else. It's just raw damage. Which is really weird because when you look at it, it kind of has a faith look to it. And my first, because I don't use colossal weapons, when I seen both, I was like, oh, okay, one for magic, one for holy. That makes sense. But actually, when you look at it, it doesn't do any holy damage. It's just physical with Troll's Roar. So I don't know why it's gold, but that did throw me off. I really thought that was like a, you know, a faith type colossal sword. Just the way it's designed. And then here's the talisman, like I said, one of my favorite ones, especially for the DLC where the enemies get a little bit tougher and you know, you're relying on blocking a bit more. We're just doing the last little minute run around. Then we know everything down this road's done because that's what we did last episode. So now from here, we just run straight on up. We'll go take out our final, very last Falling Star Beast. I'm sure everyone's going to be excited about that. But there should be a nice cavalry on the way as well. There he is. Let's just smack his ass down. Ruins will come. Not worried about so much anymore. I mean, my level isn't quite where I want it to be, obviously. But start putting this build together. Sometimes you can, like, kind of tuck under this horse that can't really get to you. I love how these guys get involved. God, you're annoying. So just left me the hell alone. Okay, Dick. See what I'm saying? How you kind of just tucked in that horse, right next to the horse. He can't really get to you. Alright, girl them out. Oh, is he still alive? Holy shit. It's okay. He's about to be dead. So, I thought he was dead. It was so close. Started fighting the other guys and just quit paying him any attention. But there you go. There's shared order. I'm pretty sure that's just going to put some holy on your weapon. I probably shouldn't be going at this guy. With 100,000 runes, but it's okay. I do still like this weapon a lot too. It's got its purposes, a lot of poise, blood loss. It's obviously not getting the same damage. Yeah, 100, 140, 150 less damage, 130, something like that. But still. The other one's at plus 9 for Somber. This is only plus 15, so that's like maybe a 5 or 6 Somber weapon, you know what I mean? And get our bell bearings. I'm gonna pick a handful of weapons I'll bring all the way up. Because we'll probably get like close to 10. Yeah, probably. I think there's 12 ancient dragon smithing stones to fully upgrade regular weapons. So, I might bring a bunch of cool stuff to DLC. The thing about the DLC is I like to use those weapons while I'm over there, you know? You're getting all these new weapons. They're all really unique. There's no point of using a bunch of these. There's a few that serve a purpose, like such as a good holy weapon, you know what I mean? Most of the enemies over there are fire type enemies because of Mesmer. So fire is going to do better in the base game than it will over there. Yeah, there's so many good weapons. So try not to use shit we've already been using for 2 years when there's new options, you know what I'm saying? But still, when we have the stones towards the end of the game, it'd be nice just to have good options, you know, maybe have at least 5 fully upgraded weapons for different reasons, like this for blunt damage and stagger, blasphemous blade for the healing, something else maybe for frostbite, but we'll see. Alright, so if you guys notice, these guys have a chance to drop a gravity stone trunk and gravity stone fan. Let's go ahead and summon up for this guy though. Just kill me right away. Ugh, I was so close to being dead though. Watch out, Mimic. This is my critical. I hate when Mimic tries to steal my critical because with me, I do a lot of damage. He doesn't do much. He's only got a few upgrades. If you notice, remember I told you when Mount Gelmer is probably the hardest one? You can kind of tell because we're doing way more damage to this guy compared to the damage we're doing to that one. And that one also got you the badass weapon and shit. Yeah, he's already dead, so that's gonna be him, and that's your very last fallen star beast, so they will no longer annoy the living fuck out of us. That's just beautiful. Then you notice you also only get a Somber Smithing 5. Even the first one way back in Caelid, lower Caelid, which is supposed to be lower level than this, we got a 6. Then we got, what, 1 Smithing 6, Gravity Stone Fan, Gravity Stone Chunks. Did he really just give us 1? This almost seems like it should have been the first one you ran into. You know what I mean? Good lord. Alright, now we got him out the way. Let's grab whatever loot stuff we have here. Start working our way over to the cave. So, just a quick recap. Start here, went down, we hit Everchill. Well, under the bridge, we already cleared that camp. Went over here. Cleared this out, but actually there's like a camp right here, so let's just jump over to Altus Highway Junction. Because now I think of that, if I don't hit this camp now we're going to miss it, and I do believe there's a stone, yeah, there's a stone sword key. I almost wanted to say another sacrificial twig, but I was like, no, we just got that, and there's no way in hell they're going to put them right next to each other, you know. Got 34 faith and 30 strength. These numbers are going to get way up. You gotta remember, even if your damage seems low right now, typically you'd still be working on your health and stuff. Like you might have 40 of each, but you know you wouldn't have health and endurance and mana. So despite where your points go, when it's all about the same. You can always tell your progression by what level you're at. We're probably close to level 115, I'd say. I don't know, 112, 113. Oh, 120. Holy shit. There's no way we're only gonna get. See, everyone says you should end the game at level 150. That's what I said. The walkthrough. The goal is to bring a level 1 character up to level 150 at least, as that's like the recommended level for the DLC. But I told you guys we're gonna be much higher in a minute. We're gonna be at least level 175. I mean, we're already at level 120. We still have multiple regions left. But think about it. We're just getting started in Altus. We have Altus Plateau. We have the capital. We have the Forbidden Lands. We have Mountaintops of the Giants. We have Consecrated Snowfield. We have the Halleck Tree, and we have Fair Missoula. Not to mention the last little area of the Ashen Capital, and then the underground of the capital, which is a whole zone for sure. So yeah, we're gonna have some levels, guys. Like we're really gonna have some levels. It's gonna be close to level 180. We should be anywhere between 25 and 35 levels above the recommended levels of DLCs. But it doesn't matter. You can go to their level 300. You're going to take just as much damage and do just as much damage as someone at level 100. Because it's based off of your level. I don't care if you say I've done testing on this myself. So, like, New Game Plus and all that shit, there's no New Game Plus scaling. And I've debunked this because, and the easiest way to debunk this is, alright, there's our other camp, we're good. But let's say I was going into New Game Plus right now, right? Basic enemies in Limgrave are worth, what, 63 runes. If I go into New Game Plus, they're going to be worth over 300 runes, right? Well, I went to the DLC, and the little shadow guys over there were worth about 900 runes. I went there in New Game Plus 2, the shadow people were still worth 900 runes. They were still doing the same percentage damage, and I was doing the same percentage damage. So New Game Plus scaling isn't a thing. You know, you're not going to do more damage or take more damage. That depends on your upgrades and nothing else. So I didn't want to state that because I see it online so much. It's a common misconception. Wouldn't worry about it. Because I'm even thinking of, you know, we're going to end the walkthrough on a certain episode, right? And then we're going to go to the DLC. So our last episode is going to be like last minute checklist, making sure we have enough smithing stones, all of our bell bearings, our boss remembrances and stuff like that. But in between the very last episode and then going to the DLC, I might go into New Game Plus to run around and just get more somber stones and maybe more levels. So I can go over there and maybe do like, you know, more stuff with the build so I could have requirements to try more weapons out, right? Do like maybe like a quality build with faith, strength, and have enough to have like 40 faith, or yeah, 40 faith and like dex and strength. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking of. So we have access to more weapons to test out as we go through, show off different things. It's not guaranteed I'd do that, but I will say, if you have the patience to go to New Game Plus, all you gotta do is kill Verdon, and all you gotta do is kill Moat, right? So you start New Game Plus, you can run straight, you know, you can literally start New Game Plus, run straight here, get that half of the Dectus Medallion, right? Then go right here, get the other half of the Dectus Medallion, go up to Altus Plateau and rest to trigger Radon. Then all you gotta do is kill Radon, you're gonna have to kill Godric so you can do Vari's quest, which gives you the Pure Blood Knight's Medal. Then go right over there, kill Moat, and go to the DLC. But since everything's already gonna be done, it might be New Game Plus, but you don't have to do all the caves and shit. You can just, I could literally run, kill Godric. I didn't have to go get this, the medallion. I could literally start New Game Plus, kill Godric, do Vari's quest to get to Moog. Then I could just jump right up here to the Ravine Village, kill Magworm, go up top here, run, kill Rykard, run, kill Morgott, then just go straight, you know, kill Fire Giant, kill Malekith again, kill Melania again, without doing any of the content on the way. Just a boss rush. Just to go get a bunch of runes, just to bring up more levels real quick. But also, when I get a New Game Plus, I can go back to the Helix Tree and get a bunch of Ancient Dragon Somber Smithing Stones, and go to Farum Zulu, get a bunch of Ancient Dragon Somber Smithing Stones, and regular Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones. So we can go over there with more of the final Smithing Stones, as, you know, you can't buy those. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that too. Get more runes. Maybe get, let's say you like the Scavenger's Curse, or go to New Game Plus to grab another one, so you could have 2 of those. Or, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. I'm not saying I'm gonna. It'd only take me. So I couldn't find enough fragments for levels in the DLC my first run, so I literally went to New Game Plus just so I'd start with the fragments I already had, and I could easily find more because the DLC is really hard my first time. It only took me about 90 minutes to start New Game Plus and get back to the DLC stuff. But it would be smart just to get more Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones and Somber Dragon Smithing Stones, you know what I mean? But yeah, of course, like I said, of course I might want to get more levels, because if we can get like 40 Faith and get 60-60 on Strength and Dex, with plenty of mana and health, that would, you know, let us use almost every weapon in the DLC. Because the intelligence weapons in the DLC, you only need 60 intelligence. Like the melee ones. So, we'll talk about this more later, but yeah, I want to mention it because, hell, we're already, what, about 60% of the way through the game? 65? We're gonna finish up Caelid in an episode and a half. I can do Moonlight Altar in half an episode. So 2 episodes when we go back to finish up shit, and 2 episodes I can finish off Caelid completely, finish off this completely, and that's only in 2 episodes. Then you gotta remember, we'll be doing this a few episodes, and it's just Capital, Forbidden Lands is like 30 minutes. So Capital, Mountaintops of the Giants, Consecrated Snowfields, and 2 Legacy Temples. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that crazy. But like I said, we'll talk about this more later. I already told you guys where we're going, so I figured I had a second to discuss that. And I'm going to make sure you guys are in the best spot possible. Like, I'm going to show you a good rune farm, not for levels, but to make sure we can go get like 60 of every single smithing stone. Or at least 48 will let you upgrade 4 weapons fully. And make sure you have at least like 10 sombers of everything. So we'll go over there with that. Make sure we have enough Ghost Glove Works, Grave Glove Works, every single item, every single piece of armor, every single spell, every single incantation, every single crafting book, and like go there in the best possible start, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, first episode there, same thing. We're going to go around and get a bunch of fragments, and it's going to be fun, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun going over there. It's really is a good time. But we're just right to the left of the bridge lead up to the Capitol. Sorry for blabbing, but there's just so much to talk about. It really is. It's a walkthrough, but this is designed to get everyone to the DLC and cover all that too. So a lot of what we're doing here is about going there, getting your bell bearings and everything we can in the game, getting your level up, getting all your talismans, because you'll be swapping talismans left and right over there for different stuff. So it's very important to talk about. What level are we at with this? 15, so that's 3, 6, 9, 10. So that's 5s. So how many 6s do we have? I have enough for 2 weapons. I can go upgrade this and upgrade my seal. Now I wonder if we have enough 7s too. Like we could almost fully, yeah, I could fully upgrade 1 weapon besides the last 3 levels. That'd be nice. But it's like, do I want to use this, or is there going to be something I like more, you know? So that's what I'm kind of waiting out for. But this is probably one of the better basic weapons in the game. Probably one of the best ones. Like, you know, for strength, for sure. So when we go in here, there's just going to be plants and perfumes, guys. That's all we're looking at here. Burn. Yeah, it's about time we do get some more damage on our seal. Until we get our scaling up for more damage, we're gonna have to rely on upgrades. But go ahead and drop on down. We'll get, it's a perfumer's grotto, so we're obviously going to get more perfume bottles in here. In fact, I think there's like a chest or some shit. We open over here to get more. Hold on, now let me light a cigarette. That little shield they have is so much more sturdy than you would think. Oh, you know what? I was wondering why my shit wasn't hitting this hard. No, I still have that on and it's still not hitting crazy. That's crazy. Probably because my levels aren't high enough yet to get scaling. This thing does have a lot of health. We stacked on 4,400, 4,000, almost 5,000 damage to kill that thing. That's how much health it had. Alright, now I told you guys we had to do this cave before we did the tunnel on the other side of Altus, because they do connect. Like, when we go down here, we're going to be able to see straight through to the other end. And that's where we came in, just to make sure I don't miss anything, because I didn't hit this portion. Anyway, so you'll be able to see straight through to their tunnel. In between, there's like an Estelle. You guys remember the Estelle we fought in Lake of Rot? It's going to be a version of them, and they are going to be throwing rocks at us. On the other side, we have to climb these real shady branches that if you obviously fall, you're going to die. So we don't want someone throwing rocks at us, meteors at us. Got the headbutt. Yeah. If you guys are ever trying to get criticals on these plants, keep in mind they only stay staggered for like literally 2 seconds. So if they fall the other way, you need to run around as fast as you can to get that critical and bust your health up, because I'm telling you, they do not stay staggered for long at all. Really starting to enjoy the level design of these caves. Every cave in Catacomb is different, every single one. A lot of people say they're repetitive, but I went through and I took extensive notes and I beat this game, like I said, 2,000 hours. I have not seen one cave or catacomb that is the same. Some might be kind of similar when you're doing that many, but no two are the same. So the best way, wow, we take no damage. The best way to fight this thing is unlocked. Stand far or stand close. So when he comes up, guard counter. But you don't want to get pushed off the back. So you gotta stand up close and just wait for that guard counter every time so you don't fall. And he's gonna knock you back a little bit, you know? Guard counter, Series pushing us back. So if you step, if you're like too far back, you're screwed. Now I've seen other people say, oh, try spells or try, just getting up here and fighting them. This method works for me 100% of the time. It's never once failed me. You see how easy that is? That's why I'm here to teach you guys stuff and help you out, because it's just sometimes about looking at things in a new way to help you get through it. Because I died a lot here trying to get up here and fight them, either being locked on and walking off, or me trying to swing and roll off accidentally, or him knock me off. But like I said, if you just stay to the front, when you block and guard counter, he's going to push you back to like right here. So that is the safest way I could possibly think of where you guys could probably get it first try. Now we're going to have a double boss fight. If you want to summon, you can. It's not a bad idea. One's going to be an omen, and one's going to be a big ass plant. Keep in mind that plant has that incantation that's just firing shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to keep that in mind. Now I am going to buff up before I get in here. Omen could be a pain in the ass. Oh, and it stays on the ground. Guard counters are key, guys. I'm telling you. Not always, but a lot of times they just really help out. Let's do flame shroud again, so let's give it increased damage. Yeah, that's gotta be flame shroud. Look at that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look into that though. So that's the guaranteed drop of the Great Omen Killer Cleaver that I was telling you guys about. I said I felt like the ones in Volcano Manor could be guaranteed drops, but because I've always got them and it's never failed. But that's the one I know 100% for sure is guaranteed. So now, with all that bottom stuff wiped out, we're going to want to jump on over to Altus Highway Junction, because what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go over here and talk to, what's his name? Corin. So Altus Highway Junction, we need to talk to Corin, so when we get to the area we're going to, we're going to go see Gold Mask, and he's looking for Gold Mask, or Gold Face, and then we can report back to him, but we got to get the quest actually started. Now, get your Golden Seed, and we'll jump over here. There's little camps and stuff on the way, so I didn't forget. But they're just not like too big of a thing. It's like kill 3 guys, open a chest type of a deal, you know what I mean? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Great shields are great because everything bounces off, but a good medium shield, I mean, they're just as good if you know how to use them right. Like guarding at the last second. This thing's got such good guard boost. It's not, you know. So obviously their hits aren't always going to bounce off, but some enemies do. Then when we go through and we upgrade it, staggering her shit on me too. Bye-bye. There's one. Where are you going, buddy? Where the hell are you going? Alright, let's go get our perfume bottle. That's 5, but we also have 1 crafted. Just get rid of it. That way, if we want to craft something else, you know what I mean, we can. We'll get into that later. But yeah, we're just going up here, clearing the camp. It is right here. Now that's the other camp we've already cleared. And we're going to get back up there on that top path, but I just want to go ahead and clear all this stuff, guys, because, you know, it's another one of those areas where it could just be easily missed if you don't do it, you know, right now or as you go. Now, we've already done the Second Church of America, because that's where we did, we're right up to that right now. But if you guys remember, that's where we did Cora, or not Cora, but Yura's quest, and got the cheer for Moog. Like, we can go to Mogwin's Palace whenever we want. I think we should go a level a little bit higher. I typically will do Mogwin's Palace like after Mountaintops of the Giants, but it might be nice just to go ahead and get over and done with. It's not really my favorite region, to be honest with you. It's Bloodlost Zone. There's like 4 invasions we have to do. 3 of them are back to back. There's Bloodlost big ass birds, bunch of Bloodlost dogs, bunch of Bloodlost albinarics. They do cartwheels is literally death. They're covered in spikes. It's a real shit zone, guys. It really is. It sucks. But the enemies there are also worth a lot of runes where you can kind of really pack on some levels, you know what I mean? And Moog itself is worth $500,000 almost. Over 400,000, 420,000, 480,000. So where's the second? Okay, I was like, I know we're right by it. Oh, that is it. I thought that was the bridge. Now we've already done this, but I want to show this because if you haven't been following along and it's your first playthrough, Moog has a special ability where he has a spear, and he chucks the spear in the air 3 times, and it completely steals your health. Huge bars of your health, and you have to heal through it, leaving you no heals for the fight. He's throwing blood flame blade everywhere. Yeah, blood flame everywhere. It also just causes blood loss and steals all your health. You got fire everywhere. His spear has like a 20-foot fucking reach, and every time he hits you, even with a light attack, it takes 60% of your health. It's not an easy fight. In this tier you get from your sweat, makes things much easier. It actually negates that special attack, so you can keep your heals for the fight. So I did feel like that, you know, it's worth showing this. So, just really quick. So at the beginning of the game, yours like right here, and you can talk to him there. That's optional though. Then you go over here, you're going to be invaded by a bloody finger with the Reduvia. You killed them, you'll talk to Yura here, exhaust his dialogue. Then, next step, when you get over to do the Legacy Dungeon, when you take, you know, you're right here and you go through that sealed door and get transported in, you end up right here. You have to turn back around and go this way. This is below the bridge, don't worry about that, don't pay attention to it. But you turn back and go this way and grab a golden seed. On your way back, you're going to see a red summon sign. You have to do an invasion with Yura there, kill that guy, and then right where you reappear after you leave the invader's world, you have to fully exhaust Yura's dialogue or he will not move on. He gives you a smithing 5. Then after that, he comes up to the church we're at right now, and his body will just be like, I guess it's gone now, but his body literally lays right, I think it's like right here. You'll be able to pick up the Nakakiba from him, and while you talk to him, you get invaded. Did I take off my fucking, how the hell did that happen? But you'll get invaded by Eleonora, then that's how you get the Eleonora's Cold Blade, which we do have, this fire and blood loss. But you also drop the clarifying tier for your flask, and that's what you need for mode. I wanted to cover this because if you're a newer player that wants the DLC, without that flask and a good tactic for that fight, you're gonna have a lot of trouble getting to the DLC. Trust me on this. As an experienced player, I'm telling you, the Moog's fight is still hard as fuck to me. I believe he's probably tied with the hardest boss in the game. Him and Melania, in my opinion, are the 2 hardest bosses in the game. I used to think he was harder than her, and so it's hard to say who's harder. They're both extremely hard. Extremely hard. So, you know, if I'm able to help, I want to, you know, try to do what I can for you guys. I want you to enjoy the DLC. I want you to be able to get there, you know. Now from there we're good. That's lower altus stuff. That's like by that big tree. All that connects where we're looking at now. So jump back to Altus Highway Junction. Now that we have all the side stuff out of the way. We can go ahead, go back, and do what I have planned. But like I said, that's one of those things, if you don't do it now, you're probably not gonna do it. Just see what this ghost is talking about. Oh, Erd Tree, great Erd Tree. The Golden Order itself, unwavering, stretched to the sky. Confer your guidance to the Elden Lord to put this weird world to rights. I've read most of that dialogue. I just don't remember seeing him before. I also don't ever really remember going up here. So we're going to go look real quick. Even on note-taking, I didn't do it. And that's because, like, I know where all the main stuff is. So I guess I just didn't think of it. Or I've probably been here before, you know, nothing came of it. This looks like it's down the hole by itself. Please don't tell me there's something huge I've missed here every playthrough. Oh, I've seen pictures of this online. I kept asking people where this was. I could honestly say, even with note-taking, guys, I've never been down here. I apologize. We would have actually missed something. I know, I think it's just some lore type stuff. Amber Starlight, yes. Yeah, I was reading about that online. I seen the statue, and I kept asking people where that statue was. They just kept telling me Altus Plateau. Let's read about that. Who's hitting us? Really, brother? I can't believe I never found this before. What the hell? Don't tell me there's another route straight to it that I just missed like a dumbass. And that's what it looks like it is too. Wow, that is so stupid of me. I've literally never looked over there. I swear to God, that's so stupid, isn't it? I've always, we just rode past this because like I said, I know where the big stuff is. The cave's right there. That's what I was focused on. But I want to read about it. An ethereal silver that gives off a pale amber glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these stars to prepare a most special draught. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. I wonder what that's used for. It said crafting something. Ingredient used in special draughts. Sitting here doing a walkthrough and I just found an item I know nothing about. That sucks. I'll try to figure that out, guys. Could just be some lore implication stuff, but just in case I am going to look into it.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, and will happily pass it along.
So we have new incantations. It's all like protection type shit. Great heal. Regular fireball. I'm gonna go pick that up actually. Do more pyromancy and not so much black flame, but about the noble gold mask.
Since to how little it is. May the golden order.
Okay, now we're actually about to go meet Gold Mask, and once we do that, we have to come back and tell Corn about his whereabouts to get their quest going. And we're actually going to use one respec item to respec into like a faith end build to use a certain spell that reveals a statue that's been changed. It makes it reveal what it really is, and then it unlocks a secret ending that you don't get a trophy for. But I guess since this is the walkthrough, I'm gonna respec just to do the spell. So there's a statue of Radagon in the capital, but it's supposed to be a statue of America, kind of confirming that they're one and the same. America and Radagon's the same person. So you have to use this spell, and it turns the statue of Radagon into a statue of America, and that unlocks some secret ending involving, you know, Corn and Gold Mask. So, you know, I'll probably respec just to show you guys that, but it's not for a trophy, so it's not like something we have to do, but just to try to show you guys all the stuff that's in the game, you know, I feel like I should.
Oh,
There's another merchant here. He's got shields, so, you know, a couple medium shields. He's got the cross tree tower shield, so obviously, you know, a big great shield. Then this one is the lightning pot, rope lightning pot, so that would go great for a, you know, paladin style build. Got notes here. Unseen assassins, talking about the black knife assassins. Then imp shades, that's about a puzzle tower we're gonna do, but you don't need to waste your money because I already know how to do it. So I'm just gonna, you know, tell you, save you some runes. Alright, so we're gonna jump across. Now this is the other side. We don't have much time left. I don't think I'll be able to, you know, finish this whole top part. But to be completely honest, guys, all we have is a puzzle tower. And if you look really closely, like these runes we gotta comb all through, and a tunnel, a boss fight, and that's all that's really down here. Then we gotta run the road of inequity, and there's no reason because we've already done the ruins and we've already got the weapon out of the carriage, and that's all that's here besides a couple bum dudes holding chests that drop like room 10s. So that's all that's really in this area. But like we gotta take this all the way down, just say we cleared it all, just to be sure. I might go up here for a tower, we go up here for a tower and a boss fight, and there's more towers here. It's like a whole village packed in here. So if we did wrap right here, that would fill up a whole episode. Then we'd have pretty much all of Altus done. Now all this stuff from here, all this upper hill stuff is Altus too. But I put that with the Phantom Outer Wall. So I guess next episode we'll just do all this top stuff here and do everything down in here. And then whenever I do, like I said, this top stuff, how I do it is I'll come in here and we'll do like the tunnel, Divine Tower for Rykard, you know, the church, the chest over here. So we'll just kind of clear all this stuff up to this door. Now there's a bunch of stuff past it too, but we'll do everything up to here. Then we'll come out here, hit this tower, that, you know, do the ruins and the church and the hero's grave, you know, kind of just do all, you know, up to this road, all this stuff together. And then we separate it and do all this stuff, because there's like another hero's grave and a catacomb and a boss fight, nighttime boss fight, and you know what I mean? But so that's how I like to do it. Kind of just put all this stuff together in the circles. It makes the most sense. Then finish up the episode with the other stuff. With that being said, how much time can we do the top part? No, we only got 9 minutes. We could at least go ahead and talk to Gold Mask, or stare at him. I guess that's what it really is. Go tell Corin about his location. Dragonmoon Grease, just interact with him. You see he's not really going to do much. From there, you know, we'll go ahead and just go through this up to the Bridge of Inequity so we know we don't have to come back. That'll give us one last thing to do next episode, so we can try to fit everything up top in here. So right when you get up here out of the bridge, go up to the top left, kill this mage. He's going to give you a unique armor set, you know, a mage armor set you don't have yet. He's got a lot of resistance to blood loss, don't he? Alright. Now we're just kind of heading southwest, staying up top. Which one is that? Okay, so we can go and knock this one out. This gets you a rat summon. It says for like giant rat or large rats, but all it really is the small rats. I mean, are big, you know, compared to the fucking rats, but they're not the ones you're thinking of. And that's gonna be right here. Okay, shield, should work. The giant rat ashes. Golden ring 3. Just keep trying to work our way down to the Road of Inequity. So you got a drop. Yeah, there should be a spirit spring. There's a side of grace under this bridge where you go and grab as well. Oh, there isn't a spirit spring. You just gotta kind of be careful when you drop down. It's like over towards this edge. The spot I usually go down. Yeah, you just drop right there. Push down nice and safely. We can go ahead over here under the bridge at the side of grace. So if anyone wasn't following along that really likes the weapon we're using, but hasn't got it yet, where we're going right now is where you're going to get it. So all you do is kill all these guys, and that's how you get it. him out. Grab that stuff. And then you just pretty much stop the carriage, pop the carriage, stop the carriage, pop the chest, and then get it. That. Now, in case you're wondering, like, well, how do you get yours? You got a new game plus? No. There's an invasion over here in the Bloodwrath Ruins, and it gives you this weapon as well. Which that's how you do Bard's Quest offline, which we already did. So you can actually get two of these back to back. They're literally right beside each other. But since they're into the invasion, if you haven't done Bard's Quest, I'm trying to get this little shit done over here so I can show you real quick. But the only reason we're going here, there's nothing really. Nothing much. There's one guy here with a chest, gonna drop a rune 10. Every time you see them in Altus, they're gonna drop a rune 10. You also see guys like that in Consecrated Snowfield. They start dropping rune 12. And then there's also there's another item up here. Yeah, we never did the boss in the Red Ruins, so I told you guys to come do it for the Dex Arcane weapon, but we never did it. So, we might have to do it next episode, unfortunately. But as soon as you get here, guys, you're going to see this other bridge. Jump down to this. Grab that. Oh shit, jump. Get off Torrent right at the end. So you don't fall. And you can come get Gold Mask's mask for yourself. Oh, we can't get to that, damn it. That's fine. We have that side of grace close by. So next episode, we're just gonna come and, you know, get our runes. We'll just rest here. Yeah, so we'll still have, I tried to get as much as we could done. At least we did the carriage, so all we gotta do is run down here, take out the boss at the Red Ruins, and there's like a little graveyard here we can clear for like a rune item. And then, like I said, after that, we're going to go, we already did that one, so then we'll just, you know, clear this tower, clear this whole village, ending in a boss fight in the next step for Millicent's quest line. Then we're just going to go clear everything up in here, puzzle tower, boss, bunch of ruins in the tunnel. And then we'll be ready for the Phantom Outer Wall, getting on into the capital at that point. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Y'all stay tuned, and we will be back here shortly for more Elden Ring.